Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Eucalyptus tree leaves have high concentrations of oils and are poisonous to most animals. Breaking down and digesting the leaves' toxins and dense fibers uses a lot of energy, and koalas need plenty of rest to take care of this process, sleeping up to 18 hours or more a day. Watch on to find out more.
Hi there, fellow tree lovers. I'm Cobber, the vegan koala from abundant Queensland, Australia. The name Cobber means friend. We koalas wish that all of you receive God's bountiful blessings and love. Australia is known as the lucky country, with its welcoming citizens and vast, open living areas. If you are ever visiting the outback or Australia's remote interior regions, it's likely you will hear, "G'day mate," or "How are you, Cobber?" from your new Aussie acquaintances. Our show today is called the Cuddly Koala of Australia, so please sit back to hear all about us koalas. I guarantee that it will bring a smile to your shining face. We koalas are an Australian icon and are sometimes called cuddly koala bears, but we are actually a marsupial, like the wallaby, kangaroo and wombat. Our babies are even called joeys, just like the name for kangaroo offspring. Marsupials carry their young in their pouches, and our females have a unique one that opens outwards. Our clever koala mothers can secure the pouch's opening by contracting a muscle to close it, keeping the little joey safe while climbing among the trees and warm during cold weather. The name koala is an Indigenous Australian name meaning no water or lack of water. Our habitat runs from central and eastern Queensland right down to South Australia. This is quite a long distance, over 3,000 kilometres or 1,860 miles, and the weather range is quite extreme from north to the south. As you may have guessed, the southern koalas have a thicker coat to keep warmer and darker colours to absorb the heat, while the opposite applies for the northern areas, with koalas there having a light grey coat with white patches sometimes, and shorter fur to keep cooler. The koalas in the southern areas are also a bit bigger, with a male ranging from 9 to 14 kilograms or 20 to 30 pounds compared to northern males being 4 to 9 kilograms or 9 to 20 pounds. Females also vary in size, with southern koalas weighing around 7 to 11 kilograms or 15 to 24 pounds, and northern females being lighter at 4 to 7 kilograms or 9 to 15 pounds. Each koala has a territory with regular trees that they inhabit, an area called the home range. Once a koala matures, after about 1 year, they will find a new space to claim as their own home range. This place will slightly overlap with other koala areas and encourage social interaction. Thus you can see that a large area is needed for a growing koala habitat. Koalas need to live in eucalypt forests with varieties of other trees. Unfortunately, 80% of such forests in Australia have been cleared for various human uses. On coastal areas and islands, koalas also inhabit, eat and rest in the casuarina and paperbark trees. We koalas are very loyal to our home range, and if relocated, we will do our best to return to our original territory. So careful and patient procedures are needed when rehabilitating injured koalas. Always talk to the local wildlife authorities and take note of where you found us so we can be returned to our original home without distress. We sleep a lot, and even while we're awake, we look sleepy sometimes. Well, there's a very good reason for this. Eucalyptus tree leaves, which make up the majority of our diet, have high concentrations of oils and are poisonous to most animals. Breaking down and digesting the leaves, toxins, and dense fibers uses a lot of energy, and we need plenty of rest to take care of this process, sleeping up to 18 hours or more a day. We are normally found resting in the fork of a comfy tree. Speaking of rest, I think I'll find a nice cozy tree and meditate for a while. I'll see you shortly after an important message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show, the Cuddly Koala of Australia. I just had the most peaceful meditation. I hope you didn't miss me too much. Now, you might think we koalas constantly leave our trees to go find a drink, but we actually get most of our moisture from the leaves we eat and seldom need to go out on a search for water to quench our thirst. During drought and extreme heat, though, we will take risky ventures to water sources as the leaves are depleted of moisture, which has been the case in 2019 with drier than normal conditions. We have quite a restricted range of habitat. Our living area needs to be less than 1,000 meters above sea level, have sufficient eucalyptus leaves to eat, receive more than 500 millimeters of rainfall annually, and a climate with temperatures that remain below 40 degrees Celsius. Hotter temperatures than this for a few days can cause us psychological stress and heat exhaustion or stroke. Well, as you might have seen, it has been a rocky period for us Australian animals, especially our slow-moving koalas, with extreme bushfires devouring our homeland and desperate scenes across eastern Australia. The Black Summer Fires, or the Australian bushfires, that started in the latter part of 2019 and lasted into the beginning of 2020, utterly devastated wildlife populations in the affected areas. Thousands of koalas perished, and a worldwide Fund for Nature Australia funded report estimates 3 billion animals overall fell victim to the flames. If it were not for compassionate folk like you helping us with donations to wildlife supporters who evacuate and care for animal fire victims, then I really don't know how some of us would have survived. Supreme Master Ching Hai has explained the deeper meaning of these wildfires that are occurring in Australia and globally, and the unconditional love that animals and trees exhibit for humans.
Recently, many forest fires and billions of animals died. They did that voluntarily.
Oh, wow.
Just to sacrifice for humans, so that we have more time to wake up. I have been pleading with them, but I did not think they would sacrifice this way. What I mean is that don't revenge on humans. Protect humans because they are erring. They are poisoned by all kind of habits and the devil's influence. That's why I'm pleading with the nature, please be lenient. Protect the humans. But I did not think that they would protect humans this way by sacrificing themselves, by billions, trees and animals. They just did that. Otherwise, there will be more numbers of humans die. So instead of humans die or destroyed, the animals and the trees and the mountains and other beings, they sacrifice instead.
The worldwide embrace of the plant-based diet is of vital importance to end the pain and suffering being caused to animals. You human folk should live sustainably. Cattle grazing and farms growing food to feed animal livestock are major causes of land clearing, leading to extensive habitat loss and species extinction, as well as hunger in the world, as crops are being given to cattle instead of humans living in food insecure areas. Queensland alone has the highest percentage of land clearing for human use in Australia. Gerard Wedderburn Bishop, former principal scientist of the Queensland Government Natural Resources Department, put this destruction into perspective.
If you think of your suburb, if you think 2 kilometres wide and 5 kilometres long, that's the area of bushland being cleared every day in Queensland. and it's been happening for the last 35 years. 93% of that is for beef production, and most of it, 60% of it, is old growth. It's virgin bush.
The best way you can help us koalas and all wildlife is by changing to a vegan lifestyle. What you eat is a powerful tool to save our planet's resources, with plant-based foods being of the greatest benefit to you and your future generations. Not only will you be doing the planet a great favor, but you will also open yourself up to a world of exciting new foods. So join me in following a compassionate way of living and spreading the love. Well, cheerio for now. If you're ever in Australia, keep an eye out for us cuddly balls of fur quietly watching from above in the trees. Finally, a special thank you to all of you who helped in any way during the bushfires in Australia. We koalas are incredibly grateful and humbled by the way people's heartfelt, loving actions unfold in times of need. Amiable viewers, it's been a delight to have you with us today. Coming up next is the life of Lord Mahavira. Continue fasting to rescue Chandana, part 2 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May all people remember how closely connected humans are with nature and how precious all of life is.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AW.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule మరియు suprememastertv.com/KW.